Good afternoon, class. Today you'll all be working on your math puzzles worksheets. So please take your worksheets and pencils out and get to work on your assignment.
Okay, Cheep Chomp. We brought a bunch of baseballs into our math teacher's classroom, and we did not get these baseballs from our school sports equipment room. We actually got them from the Flame Blooper's parents' house after we stole the baseballs by taking them away from them.
I agree with you, Doc Hatch, bro. And we brought Doc from Blooper's baseballs here because we're gonna throw them across the classroom. Now, you ready to throw these baseballs?
Oh, indeed I am. Now we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Alright, who just threw these baseballs across my classroom? Was it you, Grape, Virtual South Korea?
Unfortunately, Mr. George. Nope. I wasn't the one who threw these baseballs across your classroom because I was doing my assignment like you asked me to. It was actually Dark Hatch Bro and Dark Cheep Chomp who threw these baseballs.
Great Virtual South Korea is correct, Mr. George. Doc Hatch, bro, and I were the ones who threw the baseballs. And we did it because we felt like doing so.
Dark Hatch Bro and Dark Cheep Chomp, you do not ever throw baseballs across my classroom. You're not currently in a baseball field. You're in a classroom. And we only use baseballs at baseball fields like the one that's on grounds of this school. Also, where did you two get those baseballs from? I do not allow any of my students to bring any baseballs into my classroom.
Well, Mr. George and classmates, you're absolutely not gonna like this. We got those baseballs from Doc from Blooper's parents' house after we stole them by taking them away from Doc from Blooper's parents.
What? Oh my goodness. Dark Hatch Bro and Dark Cheep Chomp. We're all mad at you for stealing those baseballs by taking them away from Dark Flame Blooper's parents and their house and for bringing them into Mr. George's classroom so that you two can throw them across the room. You both know that we do not steal anyone's property. Now thanks to you, you made us be unable to play with those baseballs with Dark Flame Blooper's parents.
I absolutely agree with you, Kane. You do not ever steal property that don't belong to you. Doing so would prevent the people who own those things from having the ability to use them for what they want to or need to use them for.
Mr. George is correct. And stealing those baseballs by taking them away from Dark Blooper's parents' house and bringing them to school so that you both can throw them across our classroom counts as an attempt of you taking Dark Flame Blooper's parents and other people's property away. Your parents, Dark Flame Blooper's parents, all of us on the Dark Flame Blooper's parents' team who aren't present in Mr. George's classroom with you at the moment, and I have told you both not to take anyone's property away nor go into Dark Flame Blooper's parents' house and steal their property. But no, you did it anyway.
That does it. Pick both baseballs you threw across my classroom up. Take all of Dark Flame Blooper's parents' baseballs you brought with you to my classroom out of the classroom, and go straight to the principal's office right now.
Yes, Mr. George.
Dark Hatch Bro and Dark Cheep Chomp. I'm very disappointed to hear that you threw baseballs across your classroom after you stole them from Dark Flame Blooper's parents. You do not ever throw baseballs inside classrooms because a classroom is not a baseball field. And you also do not go to places and steal other people's property because doing so would make things bad for the people who own those things. And for this, you both have earned yourselves a 2-week out of school suspension period. And you're also permanently banned from throwing baseballs inside this school. Now, take all of those baseballs you brought into the school that you stole from Dark Flame Blooper's parents out of the school and return to your homes right away.
Dark Hatch Bro and Dark Cheep Chomp. We can't believe you threw baseballs across your classroom. You both know that we do not ever throw baseballs inside classrooms, because your classroom isn't a baseball field, and we only throw baseballs at baseball fields.
You both could have hurt one of your classmates or caused damage to the things inside your classroom because of your baseball throwing. Fortunately, that didn't happen at all. Because if it did happen, things would be a whole lot worse. But still, you cannot throw things across any room inside any places.
Also, We're all mad at you for stealing Dark Flame Looper's parents' baseballs by taking them away from Dark Flame Looper's parents at their house and for bringing them to school so that you two can throw them across your classroom. You both know that we do not steal anyone's property. Now thanks to you, Dark Flame Looper's parents don't have any baseballs to play with during their free time.
I absolutely agree with Dark Hatch Bro's mom. And you stealing those baseballs by taking them away from Dark Flame Blooper's parents at their house, and bringing them to school so that you can throw them across your classroom at school counts as an attempt of you taking Dark Flame Blooper's parents, and other people's property away. We told you both not to take anyone's property away, nor to go into Dark Flame Blooper's parents' house and steal their property. But you had to do it anyway.
That's it. You're both grounded for 3 weeks. 2 weeks as part of your suspension from school, and an additional week for stealing Dark Flame Blooper's parents' baseballs by taking them away from Dark Flame Blooper's parents. And your mothers will be taking the baseballs with them back to Dark Flame Blooper's parents' house so that we can return them to Dark Flame Blooper's parents. Dark Cheep Chomp, depart the living room and go to your room right now.
And Dark Hatch Bro, you're going with your father back to our house. And when you return home, you'll go upstairs to your room.
Oh dear. Maybe throwing baseballs across our classroom and stealing them wasn't a good idea after all.
And now that our kids have been stopped, Dark Hatch Bro's mom, let's take all of the baseballs they stole from Dark Flame Blooper's parents, travel to Dark Flame Blooper's parents' house, and return the baseballs to Dark Flame Blooper's parents.
Splendid idea, Dark Cheep Chomp's mom. And after that, we can stay at Dark Flame Blooper's parents' house and play some baseball with Dark Flame Blooper's parents.
When Dark Cheep Chomp's mom and Dark Hatch Bro's mom arrive at Dark Flame Blooper's parents' house.
Oh holy bananas of the United States of America. We are both extremely furious for Dark Cheep Chomp and Dark Hatch Bro right now. Based off of what we saw on my Chroma book, it showed them entering our house, stealing our baseballs, and bring them to school so they can throw the baseballs across the classroom.
I know, right dear? Those are huge no's. Dark Cheep Chomp and Dark Hatch Bro both know that we do not steal anyone's property, nor throw baseballs across classrooms. Now thanks to them, we're now unable to play with our baseballs. And we need our baseballs so that our friends, everyone else who lives near our house, and we can play with baseballs. We're going to continue waiting for someone to return our baseballs to us.
And once we got the baseballs back, we are going to bring them into our house, and put them away.
Well, Dark Flame Blooper's parents, Dark Cheep Chomp's mom and I've got good news for you. The good news is that we stopped our sons Dark Cheep and Dark Hatch Bro, and we've successfully recovered all of your baseballs our sons stole from you two. The baseballs are inside this box I'm holding in my hands. And we came here so that we can return your baseballs to you. And with us here, you may take your baseballs with you back into your house.
Well, to Dark Cheep Chomp's mom and Dark Hatch Bro's mom, thank you so much for returning us all of the baseballs your sons stole from us. Because of you, we've got all of these baseballs back.
Why, you're absolutely welcome, Dark Flame Blooper's parents. And we also came here so that we can play baseball with you and your team members who are living near your house.
Great idea, ladies. We can absolutely play baseball. And we know exactly where our baseball field is. And we can take these baseballs there because that's the best place for using baseballs. Now, let's head to our baseball field and play ball.
And now, we have peace again.